It's time now for Mr. Mars Driving Destinations 10 Things to Do at the State Fair of Texas.
Yes, sir. Let me get right back over here. We take the trip.
I think that you just need to
Well, did I start? I'm sorry.
No, you never started.
Yeah, so this week, Texas State Fair started, so we're going to take a quick look at 10. There's a lot of things to do, but there's 10 things you need to be sure to do. Big Tex towers more than 50 feet. It greets everybody coming into the fairground.
That's the one that burned up.
Yes, he did. He's got a much darker tan now, but he's been greeting fairgoers since 1952. Then, of course, if you're there, one of the things that you can do is the annual fried food competition. Now, we're not good food, fried food, no matter what. And they also have some sipper drink entries this year. You can taste all the finalists, cast your own opinions.
A pickle with, what is that, a pickle with cereal on it? Or is that
Mexican like a corn?
I don't know. It talks about
pickle, but they roll it in,
a bacon deviled egg sliders, deep fried deli tacos. I think that's a banana, isn't it?
No, it looks like
I don't know. Didn't ask. Going on the Texas Fair Swell. Now, this thing is 212 feet tall, so it's not necessarily for
me.
Yeah, for people that don't want to get up high. But you can get some really panoramic views of Dallas itself on a good clear night, as well as Fair Park. There's 44 gondolas, so they can carry a lot of people, and they really light it up at night. Now, moving on to, speaking of rides, the Midway rides and games. There are over 70 rides down on the Midway, from kid rides up to the more adult-type rides that kids can't get on, like the 500-foot top of Texas Tower. There's the 1914 Denzel Carousel, and they've also added
Denzel Washington, no doubt.
Could be. They have the 177-foot portable swing tower. They'll give you some serious aerial thrills, I believe. But here's one. Now, Don, this is for you.
Is this an Aspire?
No. This is inside the Creative Arts Building. Visitors will find displays of fine arts, photography, quilting, home, and the world-famous butter sculptures. Now, this is a historical tradition, and you can get all these things right here. This is just 4 examples of butter sculptures, including the Marilyn Monroe.
Look, there's Jeff over there on the lower right-hand side.
There you go.
Yeah.
With my mullet. There you go.
I don't know how they keep it from all melting, but I did not know that was there, and so I've never been there and seen it.
Well, yeah, when you go inside there, you have to make it a sweater weather kind of visit.
And the display next to it is toast.
Yeah.
Toast.
Yeah, they give you a knife when you go in.
There you go.
So moving on to the auto show. Now, this is one of the big things. This is generally where I go whenever I go up there. So they've got all kinds of cars in here.
You haven't been seen there in years.
Beside the point. When I have been. But you can go through and you got vehicles on the outside, on the inside. They've actually got a few places that you can actually drive them around some tracks.
Look, it's got an Aspire right there in the middle.
Right there in the orange one, right there in the middle. Yeah. Then if you want some other things that are a little more active, you can also go to the rodeo. They got daily livestock shows, judging, full rodeos with bull riding, barrel racing, and roping events. Got 4-H and FFA participants, so you can go through all the barns and do the rodeos in the evening under the lights. And another one I did not know was there. They actually have Lagoon Park, and this was not there the last time I was there for sure. This is part of their family-friendly attractions. Their animatronic dinosaur exhibits and interactive shows. Puts it in a lagoon setting to make it more realistic. Then if you're interested in stuff that's more sports, because they are right there by the football stadium, they have the women's soccer championship there. They have the State Fair Classic, which is an HBCU football game between Prairie View A&M and Grambling inside the Cotton Bowl. And, of course, the big one, the Red River Rivalry, where Texas and Oklahoma play, which I believe is going on today. And, of course, they have, again, back to the rodeo stuff. But there's lots of things to do up there, but this is just 10 of the bigger things. Some of them I didn't even know existed.
Well, there you go. Once again, we don't know what we don't know.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. In Wheel Time Car Talk continues right after this quick break. Let's see how you own it. Thanks for being with us today. Time now for Jeff's Car Culture. Same car, different names.
Yeah, it's sort of like a Cadillac SRX that turned into a V. Remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
Sort of. So for decades, car manufacturers have confused buyers by offering models with an array of identities. Now that picture right there, that is a Land Rover. It's 11 different names that vehicle has been on
What?
over the years. Yeah.
Really?
It's a practice known as badge engineering, not to be confused with platform sharing or joint ventures, all of which have become increasingly common in recent years. Some car companies have overindulged, while others know better than to mess with their branding. 6 decades of badge engineering cars. And you'll see that some automakers crop up from time to time. You'll see that in this whole segment. So here we go, Michael. Push the button. Number 1, Cimarron Cadillac. In 1982, there were 2 models of this vehicle. When GM raised it in the early 80s, that BMW and Mercedes were stealing sales and parts for the luxury car market, it stuck Cadillac badges onto Chevrolet Cavaliers in a bid to compete with the smaller luxury car class. But the high prices and 4-cylinder engines made the Cimarron, which is pictured here, a laughingstock. Even in the introduction of a V6 in 1985, it did nothing to make the car more sellable. Shame on them. The next one is a Lancia Delta. It's a 2011 model. There were 2.
That's a
2 models, yeah.
Wait, that's a Chrysler.
When Fiat merged with Chrysler, it proved how shameless it could be with its abuse of brands. First, we got the Lancia Delta. Then we got the Lancia Ypsilon, rebadged as a Chrysler for the UK, sort of like a menage de trois.
Oh, my God.
For the UK market, hopelessly ambitious premium pricing, and the Chrysler 200, which is pictured here, and Grand Voyager were rebadged as Lancias. The former sold as the Flavia and was notably unsuccessful.
The Flavia Lancia.
I guess.
It had something to do with verbs.
There you go. Speaking of menage de trois, check this one out. 3, Volkswagen, 2011. There were 3 models. Now check this out. The Volkswagen Group rules the roost when it comes to rebadging. Its first generation of the MQB platform fueled 15 different models, but sometimes we get the same car wearing different badges instead, with no attempt to separate them, which is why Volkswagen, pictured on the right, the right bottom one, also came up virtually identical to the Seat Mai, which is pictured center, and the Skoda Citgo, which is pictured left. Most global markets apart from North America. So they weren't sold here, but they were in other places.
Skoda. It's a Skoda. Isn't that a Swedish company?
I think it's like a vodka drink, isn't it?
Well, that's it.
Could be.
Yeah.
The Hillman Avenger in 1970. There were 6 models of this bad boy. Britain's Roost Group.
Look at the
was
family.
Added again in the rear-wheel drive family car that arrived in 1970. Originally sold as the Hillman Avenger, there was also the Talbot, the Sunbeam, and the Dodge versions of it, while in the U.S. it sold as a Plymouth Cricket, which is pictured there. In Argentina, it was sold as a Volkswagen.
Wait a minute. Plymouth Cricket.
Plymouth Cricket.
I remember that. What year?
80s, in the 70s.
70s.
Yeah, and then of course now they rebadged it into a Volkswagen.
I think that's a 72. The plate on it is 72.
Yeah,
okay.
Pretty close. Michael, the next one is a Chevy Captiva. It's a sport model and is in 2006, and there were 7 versions of this.
7, of course.
General Motors gave this car a different identity all over the world. Australia got it as a Holden Captiva, and in the UK it was a Vauxhall Antera.
Vauxhall.
While elsewhere in Europe it was the Opel Antera. Sold as the Saturn Vue in North America. In South America, it was the Chevrolet Captiva, which is pictured here. And in South Korea, it was the Daewoo Windstorm Max.
Daewoo. Now, there's a big name in automotive
history.
history.
Say that fast 5 times. Michael, the last one we got for you, buddy, is the Suzuki Vitara. 4 models of this, depending on the markets in the Vitara, which is pictured here, was sold as a Suzuki Sidekick. Chevrolet did it as a Tracker and the Geo Tracker. GM's Geo brand from 89 to 2016 consisted entirely of rebadging cars made by other companies. The Prism was really a Toyota Sprinter.
Look at that. That's right in front of a renamed Cracker Barrel.
Exactly. It was a Toyota Sprinter. The Storm was an Isuzu Pulse.
Chiquito.
And the Spectrum was an Isuzu iMark. And the Metro, as we all see, was rebadged as a what? Suzuki Swift.
Hey, Mars, what was the name
You
of
could be the Swifty.
Yeah.
Mars, what was the name of that car that you had last hour? That car that you talked about that we all
the Tata car?
The Tata, yeah.
Yeah, but what was it? What was the name of it that you called it?
Oh no, that was the Ford Aspire.
Aspire.
Yeah.
Aspire.
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 You called it Aspire.
Aspire. Got my
Uh-huh,
East Texas
from the
twang in there.
From the Tata Motor Company, the Aspire.
Made by Taco Bell.
Oh my God.
There you go. Rebadged, renamed.
Okay. All right, so let's do this hour's car review, shall we?
Mhm.
Had a chance to drive the 2025 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Final assembly location, Hiroshima, Japan. Yes, home of the atomic bomb.
Mhm.
Available trim levels come in Sport, Club, Grand Touring, and 35th Anniversary Edition. If you're watching, what you're seeing there is the 35th Anniversary
Good looking
Edition.
car.
This is a two-seater. It's classified as a two-seater. And exterior changes from last model year. Well, it is part of the fourth generation that was originally introduced in 2016. This is the best looking Mazda MX-5 Miata that has ever been in existence as far as I'm concerned. I love the peaks on the fender wells up front. Notice how it's almost a Corvette-like look up there. Long hood, short deck, classic sports car shape. Crisp top of the front fender, low to the ground grille, bulging rear fenders to carry the rubber back there.
Sure.
Unique tail lights fit its unique overall design. What I liked about it, everything. I love the fact that the shape of it, including the grille, all proportionate. Nothing is overdone, but what is there is really outstanding, I think. Interior highlights. Love your passenger because it's very tight confines on the inside, and 6-footers, beware.
Oh boy.
Modern infotainment system and instrument cluster. Clean look dash design with no passenger side glove box. The tiny storage area is behind and between the two seats. It's interesting. You can't actually look in there if you're driving. You just got to kind of feel around in there, and hopefully you remembered where you put whatever it is that you put in.
Surprise.
Trunk room is tiny. One overnight bag, that is all. What I liked about it, the easy to use top. It's a one-click thing for the top, and you put it down manually right behind you, and the same thing to put it up. There's no electric top or nothing like that. It's manual, but it works so well. It's unbelievable.
Nice.
The manual shifter that you see there, it is butter. It works like butter.
Wow.
I have never driven a car with a shifter like that. It's so smooth. Unbelievable. What could use improvement? Well, it is what it is. It's tiny. Well, I remember when they came out with this car and they sent all the press out there to debut the car, and everything about it, there is a name that they used, and it's a Japanese name. I can't remember what it is. For instance, like the steering wheel, where the steering wheel is placed in the car, it's dead center up front of the driver. If you will notice, your car, all
Offset.
cars,
They're offset.
the steering wheel is a little bit offset one way or the other to accommodate the mechanics underneath the hood. Anyway, just a bit of trivia.
Cool.
2-liter 4-cylinder engine turns out 181 horsepower, 151 pound-feet of torque. But let me tell you this. That is all about the fact, power to weight ratio. The car weighs nothing. And at 181 horsepower, it feels like it's got a great big block Chevy 400 horsepower motor.
Well, it's because you're in a small environment and you're low to the ground. So
And the car doesn't weigh anything.
Yeah.
Tow rating? No, there's none. Haul rating? It hauls butt. How about that? Manufacturers setup as far as miles per gallon is concerned, 26 city, 34 highway for combined at 29. I got 34.5 miles per gallon over 453.1 miles. What I liked about it, power to weight ratio is awesome. What could use improvement? This is a purpose-built sports car that can cut a rug around a road course racetrack. And if you want to go and have some real fun, get yourself one of these. What I liked about it, handling on this thing is awesome. What could use improvement? It may be a bit too stiff for those looking for a highway cruiser, because that it is not. It will cruise the highway, there's no doubt about it. But the ride, Well, it's a sport car ride. Here's the pricing. Base trim price is $37,485. Price is tested $37,435. Now, I don't know what happened to the $50 there. Just by looking at it, I guess they want you to say, I like the car. Base model price. You can get in one of these for $29,530.
What?
Yeah. So here are the competitors. The Toyota GR86 starts at $30,400. Its cousin, the Subaru BRZ, starts at $33,210.
Wow.
The other competitor, if you want to call it that, the Mini Cooper, is $28,950. That's my review of the 2025 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Love the car. As far as a 6-footer person is concerned, it's a little tight.
I was going to say, so when you go to an amusement park, you have to be taller than this line to get into that
That's
car.
right, yeah.
And with the car, if you're taller than this line, you can't drive it.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you this. So I had my buddy that I work with, Matt. Matt got in it. Matt is a little heavier set than I am.
Okay.
By golly, he could fit. Now, his knees did touch the dashboard, but he could make it work. So I'm telling you, if you really want to, for no other reason, go out, take a look at it. I think that you'll really have a good time looking at the car if you don't want to buy it.
And a step up from that would be what, the Mazda 3, to be a little bit larger vehicle,
Yes,
kind of.
I guess. But
But
it's
you
size-wise.
lose the whole two-wheel thing,
Yeah.
though, when you do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You lose the performance.
Hey, if you'd
aspect.
like to get in touch with us, send us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. We are back after this quick break. Stay with us.